Gunpowder, a simple blend of saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal, may be one of the most explosive inventions in history. But it didn't start on the battlefield. Its story begins over 1,000 years ago, in search for immortality. Around the 9th century, Chinese Taoist alchemists were experimenting with substances they believed could prolong life. Ironically, they stumbled upon a mixture that could end it instead. The earliest known reference appears in a 9th century text called the Zenyuan, Miadou Yalue, which warned it may combust and burn the hands and face. This was gunpowder, and it was first used not for warfare, but for fireworks and spiritual ceremonies to ward off evil spirits. In the 10th century, Chinese inventors transformed fireworks into weapons. The earliest gunpowder-based weapons included fire arrows and fire lances, bamboo tubes that blasted flames and shrapnel. By the 12th century, gunpowder had become a central force in Chinese military strategy. Then came the Mongols. As they swept across Asia in the 13th century, they spread the knowledge of gunpowder westward, through war, conquest, and trade. Gunpowder reached the Islamic world by the mid-13th century, where scholars refined its formula and developed early cannons. The famed Syrian engineer, Hassan al-Rama, described incendiary devices and gunpowder mixtures decades before they appeared in Europe. By the late 13th century, Europe had caught on. The first recorded use of gunpowder in European warfare was at the Battle of Crécy in 1346, where the English used crude cannons called ribaldis. These weapons were unreliable, often as dangerous to their users as their enemies, but the age of explosive warfare had begun. Gunpowder didn't just change warfare, it built empires. Between the 15th and the 18th centuries, 3 great Islamic empires dominated Eurasia with gunpowder technology. Firstly was the Ottoman Empire, which used massive cannons to breach Constantinople's ancient walls in 1453. Second was the Mughal Empire, which employed matchlock rifles and artillery to unify India under Emperor Babur. Lastly was the Safavid Empire, which blended Persian traditions with gunpowder weaponry to hold off both the Ottomans and Uzbeks. Historians call them the Gunpowder Empires, and they reshaped borders for centuries. Gunpowder played a pivotal role in the European age of exploration. When conquistadors like Hernan Cortés and Francisco Pizarro arrived in the Americas, their small forces used gunpowder weapons to topple vast empires like the Aztecs and Incas, despite being vastly outnumbered. To indigenous peoples, the guns were thunderous, alien forces. While disease and alliances also played roles, it was gunpowder that delivered the psychological shock of European power. Gunpowder remained king until the rise of modern chemistry in the 19th century brought new explosives. But its legacy lives on. From the trench warfare of World War I to the fireworks we light on holidays, the invention that once sought immortality ironically became a symbol of destruction and celebration. Gunpowder changed not just how wars were fought, but how civilizations rose and fell. A single spark from an ancient alchemist's lab ignited a chain reaction that still echoes throughout history. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my video on the history of gunpowder and how it changed our world. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications for when I post the next video. Have a great day, you guys.